Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be doing alphabet. In this assignment, we're going to be taking individual pictures of letters and putting them together in one long row. We're going to do the exercise. In the exercise, you are going to have the words CLASS. So go ahead and download those files from your Canvas assignment, and you can hit either the Control key or the Shift key, depending on the order of the letters. I held down the Control key on my PC keyboard, and then you're going to hit Open. And I am in Photopea, as you can see. Now, if you look closely at the top right here, you will see that all the letters are open in different files. Okay, so let's start with a C, since that's what we're making. We're making the word class. So I am going to see how big this file is. It's 586 pixels wide and 800 high. I need to change the canvas size because I obviously need more room for the letters. Now remember, there's a difference between the image size and the canvas size. The image is just the letter C. The canvas can be C plus lots of empty space. So I'm just going to pick a random number, 4,000 pixels. Now I want you to look at the anchor. You want to anchor all the way on the left because I want the empty space to go to my right. I'm going to hit OK. Oh my gosh, where'd my C go? All right, sometimes you can't see the letter, no pun intended, so you need to zoom out. So if I zoom out, all of a sudden, look, there it is. Now, if you guys are on your Chromebooks, your screen's really small, so sometimes you might have to zoom out to see the entire screen. All right, now I need to get the LASS, so let's go look at those letters. Let me click, see the L is. Okay, now the quick and easy way is to select all and then edit copy. And then I'm going to go to my C and go edit paste. Now, this may or may not cause a problem. Sometimes the letter's too big, depending on the dots per inch. If you're taking a 300 dpi image and putting it onto a 72 dpi canvas size, obviously it's going to be like 3 times bigger. Now, in this situation, it's smaller. So how can I fix that? So we're going to edit free transform. So I'm going to hit edit and then free transform. And I see these little squares on all the corners of my image. And I'm going to hit down, I'm going to hold down the, I'm just going to click right here. I want to constrain the proportions. I'm going to hit enter. Now I have a little bit of white space here, so I can change the order layer if I want to. If I want to put the L in the background, I can do that by changing my layer order. And I can take the L, I'm on the wrong layer, and move it in the back. There we go. Now it's in the back. Change it layer order. So over here, this is the L, and this, it says background, is actually the C. I'm double spacing, double clicking on the letter here so I can rename it. All right, CL, I need an A. Let's go get that A. Again, what am I doing? Select all, edit copy. You can also use the keyboard shortcuts for this. Now I'm going to paste that. I hit Control V for edit paste. This is 72 dots per inch, and so it lined up right away. Let's go get that S. Uh-oh, there's a lot of space over here that I really don't need. I want to focus just on the S, so I'm going to get rid of a lot of that red space. And so I'm using my rectangular select, and I'm drawing a box, and then I'm going to hit Control C for copy, edit copy. Next, I'm going to click on my over here on my C, and I'm going to hit paste, Control V, paste. Now, at this point in stage, I probably need to save, even though I'm not done with my S. So I'm going to go File, Save as PSD. And right now it says C space 1. I'm in parentheses 1. I don't like that. I'm going to say class, or I'm going to say alphabet exercise. Alphabet exercise. Because I'm going to save this when I'm done as a JPEG. I'm going to turn this into Canvas. All right, so let me double check. I'm on the S layer here, so I'm going to go ahead and rename it. And I'm going to hit Edit, Pre-Transform. Constrain the proportions. Like, you don't want it to stretch. Whenever you stretch letters like that, it just looks really bad. Looks bad. So make sure you keep it constrained. All right, and then you can hit the Enter key or just click off of it. And I'm going to line that up with I'm using my Move tool over here, which is above the rectangular Select key. If you're having a hard time, beginning photography students, moving things around, make sure you're in the right layer. All right, so we already saved that. I don't need to save it again. Let's go get that other S. Here it is. So I'm going to select all and copy. Go back to my alphabet exercise and hit Control V to paste it. Oh my gosh, it's big. What do I do? Well, there's two ways to do this. If you're on your Chromebook with your teeny weeny screens, you might need to remind yourself the image size is 800 pixels high. So let me go back to that S. So I'm going to go back to image size and I'm going to change it to 800 pixels high. Right now it's 3000 pixels high, way too big. So if I make it the right size, I can hit Control A, Control C to copy it and go back and paste it. And now all of a sudden, poof, it's the right size. Now you might be Captain Picky Pants like me and not like that extra space and go back and decide to fix that or edit free transform and make it a little bit bigger, though I should have probably done that before I chopped it. Because now if I edit free transform, I'm going to lose a little bit of resolution. For an exercise, that might not really matter, but if I'm doing a big fancy project, it does matter because you're going to reduce the image resolution, and we don't want to do that. All right, we are done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Almost done. I have all this extra space. How am I going to get rid of it? Let's use the crop tool. So let's come over here to the crop tool. Looks like this. Okay. And I am going to, remember for the crop tool, you want to select what you want to keep. Select what you want to keep. Hit enter. Okay. Or you can double click or you can click on the inside of the box. All right, now we have this. I need to save it in two file formats. One, save it as the PSD file. Two, save it as a JPEG. So let's do that right now. First, I'm going to save this as the PSD file. It's already called Alphabet Exercise. Do you want to replace that? Yes, I sure do because I'm done now. Next, I need to save this as a flattened file size. Right now, the PSD has layers. So if I want to go back and I make a mistake, I can go back and edit the layers. Now, I'm going to save, or sometimes you can export as JPEG. All right, now Photopea, don't let this mislead you. This really used to freak me out because I'm like, that's not my picture. Why is it zoomed in super big? This is just something that Photopea does. I really don't understand why, but ignore it. So this is called Alphabet Exercise. Okay, 70%. I want to save this at 100%. Now I'm going to hit save. All right, and it's going to download it, and then you're going to go to your Canvas assignment and turn this in. Good job, guys. You got this.